How you guys doing today? This is Tuna Tech. You've entered the Tuna Zone. Just kidding. Anyways, today I got something a little exciting for you. Usually I've been doing smart home stuff, some retro tech, but this is actually something new. There's tons of videos out there, and I'm sure you'll be somewhat excited for this. I'll tell you one thing, I am. You might have heard the term co-developed, worked with partners, but this is Hasselblad. Either way, OnePlus is a cell phone company that released a phone this year, the OnePlus 9 series. Today, for you, I got the 9 Pro. Now, just a few things before we get into this. The pre-order came with some OnePlus Buds Z Steven Harrington edition. These are got some cool designs on them, stuff like that. What's interesting about these is I have the OnePlus Buds, but the Z's have the silicone tips that sit in your ear. Honestly, I've been pretty impressed with the regular ones, so these shouldn't be any better, or any worse, I should say. And it's a free upgrade for free. Just a side note here. I got you here. Just opened the OnePlus 9, haven't had a chance to mess with it too much, but these are the Steven Harrington edition OnePlus Bud Z's. Let's just cut it open here. I'm actually half excited about these. I've got tons of earbuds, and there's only a few that I've actually stuck with for a long time. And the original OnePlus Buds are pretty good, so let's see what they have in here. It's got an interesting purple color. Hope it's just a box, but it probably isn't. Ooh, look at that. So, this is an artist named Steven Harrington. This must be kind of his style. Nice little foam insert. I don't think anything comes in there. It's just foam. Buds for life. It even says never settle. Here's your accessories. You've got quick start guides, ear tips, which look like green and purple. This is very, very short charging cable. So let's just see some of the artwork on there. Very interesting. Now, I don't have the specific specs on these, but on the box it says there's bass boost, 20 hours of life, water and sweat resistant, comfortable and seamless connection. So basically it's like an iPhone, iPad kind of thing. You pop it open, the light comes on, and it should show up with your phone. Now my phone's not set up yet, but wow, that's a magnetic pole right there. There you go. Look at those. I'm sure you can see that. Let's see if I can. Definitely interesting design. I'll just throw this in with the OnePlus 9 video, but there you go, guys. Thanks. What's interesting about this is it's got a 6.7 inch Quad HD display, a 50 megapixel main camera, and I believe it's a 48 megapixel wide, but we'll get back to that later. 8 and or 12 gigs of RAM and a Snapdragon 888 with a 4500 milliamp hour battery. But what's weird about this, in the US, they only gave us one option, at least at pre-order, and that was for the 12 gig 256 version. So it's a little more expensive. I know the 8 gig 120, I believe, was below the $1,000 threshold, which makes it a little more maybe intriguing. But some other things that are interesting about this is it's got the new 120 hertz LTPO display that goes from 1 hertz to 120 to save battery life. Does not have Victus glass on the front. It's only got Corning Gorilla Glass 5. To me, I'm pretty safe with my phone. It's no big deal there. No memory card slot though. So going back to the cameras, there's a 48 megapixel f1.8 wide camera sensor, and there's a 50 megapixel ultra wide, an 8 megapixel telephoto at 3x3 optical zoom, and for some reason they threw in I want to say it's a 2 megapixel black and white sensor, which OnePlus has they do this weird thing where they throw extra cameras on. I don't know if it's just for camera count or if it's actually doing anything, but from what I've read so far, it doesn't do a whole lot. This can shoot 8K and 120 frames, which is something unique. And the other stuff is pretty typical. Under display optical fingerprint scanner. Interesting charging rates. They have a fast charging rate at 65 watts, which I believe the charger is included, and it does a 50-watt wireless, but you have to buy their charger, which I unfortunately did not receive. So that being said, let's get through all the mumbo jumbo and let's just get to the good stuff. Because I love me some phones, and this one seems very interesting to me. So we got the M&P. So let's get this thing ripped open here. Ooh, I scratched the box. That's not good. But you always want to cut away from you so you don't cut your face off, right? Alright, so here we go. So before we go any further, this is a bit typical OnePlus kind of box, red. I'm going to try to cover some of this stuff up, but as you can see, it's the 9 Pro 5G, 12 gig, 256 in pine green. I don't know. We're partial to green phones. Haven't had a whole lot of them, but I seem to like them. And as you can see, they're real big on this. Is Hasselblad, which is a very unique storied camera company. It's been around for years. They pushed this product because Hasselblad was one of the first cameras used on the moon to shoot the Earth and some other very historic pictures. There's been some riffraff yeah, I said riffraff. There's been some riffraff about what that cooperation has done for this camera. Either way, true in OnePlus fashion, 2 or 3 updates to the camera software should be good. I know critics are saying, well, it should come out of the box that good. Every company does updates. So, going any further than that, let's pull this out. So this is the device. I'm going to put this right here. I want to see what comes in the box because I've noticed in some of the videos I've watched overseas came with a free clear case. But it didn't seem like the US versions did, but let's see. Okay, so here is your gigantic 65-watt charger, which is still good. Apple, Samsung, come on. And your iconic, I say iconic now because they've been around long enough, red, looks like it's a USB-C to C cable. Inside this little thing here, we got your typical SIM ejection tool. This is a peel back with a letter. I'm not going to get into that now. Safety information, quick start guide. And I think that's it. Yeah. And as you can see, it looks like there should have been a case in there. I don't understand why our European counterparts get cases and we don't. But either way, your typical trolling stickers. I'm not really big into stickers. I stick them on a locker and go away from there. So let's pull this thing out. Let's get everything out of the way. So let's do this. Not as satisfying as I wish it would have been. So looking at that, there's the Hasselblad. There's your cameras. Looks like maybe your telephoto right there, your black and white, 50 and 40, which one's which. Let's power it up to see if it actually turns on. Look at that. Got some juice. Well, I'm not going to go too much through the OS. This is just a basic unboxing so I can kind of play with it. But let me know what you want to hear or know about this. It's unlocked. Some side notes, this will not have 5G on AT&T, which of course is what I use, but it will have 5G on T-Mobile. I think Verizon just certified it, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we get that on the AT&T version. So leave me a comment if you want to know anything about this phone, subscribe, and I'll check you again. Peace out.